Alrighty, Reddit Insanity, where people post the dumbest things they can possibly think of onto Reddit. I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
Let's start. You ready to be disappointed and flabbergasted?
Absolutely fucking aghast at the absolute depths of human depravity.
the the things of like, oh my god, I can't believe that these people are so stupid. Alrighty, first one is by speech is an experiment. Person puts, I 37, started getting white hair whenever I was a teenager. I started growing my hair out about 2 years ago, so now I have nearly shoulder-length curly hair with white curls through it. I love it. My wife loves it. Life is good, until last night whenever I flew too close to the sun. My wife was dyeing a couple tips of our daughter's hair pink and blue. My wife said to her, we should dye Dad's hair next. My daughter replied, boys can't dye their hair. So, after showing her some of her favorite musicians, and I don't care about any of these people, but we're going to go ahead and skip that.
Billy Joel.
Because he just lists off a whole bunch of, like, dudes and, like, groups that have dyed their hair. So basically, she picked blue. My hair is otherwise very dark, so I figured it would only show up on my white hair. My wife has claimed in the past that dye doesn't adhere to white hair very well, so figured no harm in cutting my whole head. So, how much it was going to show up anyway? You know, my hair's already dark, so whatever. So I wait the 30 minutes. My wife takes my daughter upstairs to rinse her hair out, and I hop into the shower downstairs. A lot of dye comes out in the shower, and I think I'm pretty clever. I never dyed my hair before, and having a couple of blue streaks and misted curls is going to look pretty cool. I get out of the shower and dry my hair off and look in the mirror. My head is completely blue.
Okay, it cuts to 3 weeks later. Doctor said I have stage 4 cancer. Like, god damn, what happened? I wish there was a subreddit of that where like it's something benign, right?
Yeah.
It might be like so today I went to the convenience store and then there was a cut to I'm now 7 years in prison. Wait a minute, where's the rest of the story?
Just skip ahead on everything.
Yeah, it says something really like innocent, and then the last couple of sentences is fucking outlandish.
All right, let's see here.
The last be like, so at the bottom it just said like, so you can't shit upside down. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
It's like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You just said you went to the park and jogged. What the fuck are you talking about?
I go upstairs with my where my wife is bathing my kid. So 2 things. One, I think I have more white hair than I first thought. My wife, yeah, I could have told you that. And second, you may have been wrong about the whole white hair doesn't dye very well thing. They have a good laugh about this. Now, I have nothing against dyed hair, and I work in a job where it doesn't really matter. People don't care, wouldn't think twice about it.
Unemployed is a job. So I'm unemployed, so what do I care?
However, I'm a 37-year-old dad who has never dyed their hair before. Never mind nearly shoulder-length blue hair. I look foolish.
You look foolish with shoulder-length blue hair for shoulder-length hair at all.
All
Should
right.
be a cutoff to long hair, to be honest.
You know what? I agree.
That could just be me being because I'm bald. Like, fuck them with their hair.
You don't want those locks?
What locks? I'm bald as fuck. I'm fucking George Costanza.
Can't stand you.
Can't stand you.
This one is by Ad Outrageous 2674. Day 5. The pipes are clogged. Not even gas is able to escape. The doctor on day 4 said to take some laxatives, but they had no effect. My urge is great. The pressure is extreme.
Enema.
Just hear it echo in the background. The pain, my God, the pain. But then she said, whatever you do, let it come naturally.
No, bitch. Blow this shit out my ass.
And don't force it. You don't want to hurt yourself.
I'm going to force it.
She also said to get to the ER if nothing after morning attempt. So here I am, morning after taking a ton of laxatives the doctor gave me the day before, still nothing, except the laxatives. The next day, things felt way worse. I swear to God my stomach was twice its size, and I felt like I was going to explode.
Jesus.
So I'm sitting on the toilet approaching hour 3.5. I felt a bit of movement and decided to finally push. Lo and behold, after 15 minutes of pushing, I get this huge relief. I finally had a crap.
Hell.
Then came the spine-chilling feeling. My innards feeling like ice. My spine went numb. My legs go numb.
What, he just jumped like his fucking organs fell out his ass? What the fuck happened?
Thinking I was just sitting there too long, I go to wipe, and I hit something. I stand up a bit and see something dangling from me. It was my own colon.
Wow, it was some fucking guts come out. Oh, shit. What the fuck happened?
I forced my asshole right out of my body. Freaked out by having a 1.5 foot piece of asshole hanging out of me. I called an ambulance.
I fucking passed out.
And off to the hospital I went. I was in the hospital for a week. I saw my doctor who told me not to force. I told her what happened, and she said,
like, what if, like, okay, like, let's be sitcom level here. What if, like, he gets to the ambulance, the doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets rolled in. The doctor says, like, did you force? She sees his asshole sticking out. Like, did you force? That's all she did. You force?
Well, she says, that's why I didn't want you to force it.
You didn't tell me my asshole would fall out.
And you have a chance to detach parts of your intestine, and it can come out with the poop.
Good Lord.
Well, shit. So here I am, 3 operations later, sitting on a donut for the next 6 to 8 weeks, shitting in a bag for the next 3, all because I forced whenever I shouldn't.
Well, how else are you supposed to get the shit out?
Let it come naturally.
Naturally. Everyone pushes.
Let's see here. All right. Next one is by El Hombre Muerto. Or Muerto. Muerto, probably. First puts, granted. This was a little while back, but I will never forget this exchange. Our group had a weekly after-school meetup for Ultimate Frisbee that has a mix of high schoolers, college kids, and some teachers. We weren't half bad and took things pretty seriously now and again. In a particularly close game, I made what would have been a game-winning flick to Scott, one of the better players who happened to be Vietnamese. The disc curved sideways and wasn't the best pass, but was still easily catchable, especially by him. We weren't much more than 10 feet from each other. He just let it hit the ground and as basically watched it go by him. I guess he thought he couldn't catch it. Regardless, he turned to shout at me, "What was that?" I don't know why or what possessed him.
You fucking raise your voice.
I don't know why or what possessed him to react like that, but we were admittedly already fighting tooth and nail for this win. So I guess we were just lost in the sauce.
What were they playing?
What are you talking about? Just grab it, is what I say.
You fucking hoe.
Learn how to flick the fucking disc.
Learn how to fucking catch. They just start going off on each other.
How about you open your fucking eyes?
That's why your fucking family left you.
And then he replied, "What the fuck was that supposed to mean?" Thankfully, our coach stepped in between us and started to advance on me. I was essentially frozen like a deer in the headlights, knowing that at this moment I had fucked up. Coach told us both to sub out, and neither one of us play the rest of the day.
Coach, this team needs us.
I texted him later that it was a poor choice of words, and he understood. But holy shit, was I embarrassed as hell. And you get why he was embarrassed, right?
Yeah. I'm well aware.
All right, next one is by Dim Slug. This person puts, I was too embarrassed to post this when it actually happened on June 6th, and still feel really dumb, but I'll save another idiot. I went out for a cigarette break at work and thought I'd turn my car all the way. On, I guess, is what he was meant to put. It was 110 degrees outside, and I was trying to have a little AC going.
God, we're on 110 degrees. God dang.
Yeah, I never turned the engine and was running my car on accessory mode through the battery. That doesn't make any sense either, though.
I don't know.
You can't run your AC with the car not running.
Maybe he's got special.
Like you can have
special Elon Musk car. I don't fucking know.
That would be the only thing I could think of. Because a normal car, the engine has to run for the AC compressor to work. So, I'm gonna question the validity of this. Now, yes, if you just turn on your air itself, it won't be cold, but you'll be getting like just air.
It's hot ass air in your fucking face.
Pretty much, yes.
For some reason, it was 217 degrees in my car.
Well, after 15 minutes, I went to turn off my car, but before I could turn it off, it turned itself off. So I immediately tried to start it, but dead battery.
No.
So now I have to call my fiance to come out and jump my car in 110-degree Vegas heat, and the kind of gentle, good soul he is, where they're within 30 minutes. God, they're writing some of the. They didn't even put within. They put within. I then had to explain to management that I'm a moron, and everyone was laughing at me. Then I get home and remember I pay for AAA, and never had to have my saint of a fiance come out for that. Y'all, I'm not gonna get out of.
He says like saint of a fiance, but you can tell like, you stupid bitch. What the fuck you think? Like, he just cusses around when he gets there.
Yeah, pretty.
It's 110 fucking degrees out here. Gotta start your goddamn car. Hey. Well, now you got to get the belt. You just don't get the balls into some 1940s.
Oh, that'd be fucked up. It just all you hear is just
that pow, bitch, right to the moon.
That's hilarious.
They had to Neil Armstrong. Boom.
Next one is by Randy the Pandy.
Randy the Pandy. I like that. That's the best name I've ever heard in this fucking thing. Randy the Pandy.
Yep. This person puts, on a department-wide call for work today, I joined the call and made sure my camera was off because I was also dealing with my autistic 6-year-old child. My ex, who I unfortunately live with and stays at home while I work, was still asleep as I didn't have time to wake her to grab my child on the call. Pre-call, everyone is lightly chatting, and I had been getting climbed on and pulled and grabbed by my kid, and from across the room, they jumped into the wall with a loud bang. My frustration overflowed, and I rolled my eyes at my desk and sort of muttered loudly something to the effect of, Jesus fucking Christ, just calm the shit down for 3 minutes, in an annoyed tone. Within seconds, I have 14 messages from various people, both below and above me, that I'm not muted.
Ba-bing, bing, bing.
Waiting to see if I get a discussion tomorrow. It's like, yeah, make sure that those, make sure the microphone's muted.
Like, man, fuck those people too. You just fucking flipped out on all of
them. Next one is by Platypus Dream. This person puts, there was food in the bag after lunch that I wanted to keep cold. Summer day yesterday, so the car got hot while parked at work. So I left the bag in the break room fridge. In order to be forced to remember it, I put my keys in the lunch bag in the break room fridge.
Okay.
So normal so far, normal so far.
Ran a fucking note or something, bro. Okay. Let me fucking put my car keys in my fucking lunch.
Where I messed up is that this is my first visit to the site, and I didn't know that the staff leaves at 4 p.m. When we returned to the company vehicle at 6:45, the building was locked. The senior person in our group was supposed to have a working key card for the doors, but it didn't work at this location for any door, despite the next level up of being about the problem repeatedly. We walked around the building and found one of the doors that wasn't completely pulled too, and that's all that saved me. Not good for security, though.
Okay.
So basically, he fucked up by leaving his keys in his lunch bag.
Yeah.
Next person, it's by Luna6696. You remove that 9. Happened last week and the week before that. I've always loved tamarindo candy. You know what tamarindo candy is?
Of course.
Always. I have a problem. I probably have lead poisoning from sucking down so much of that sweet and sour spicy goodness whenever I was in elementary school. But now I work at a desk job, and the store across the street carries some interesting Mexican candy. It's tamarindo. Tamarindo. Is that how you pronounce it?
Tamarindo.
Chili, sugar-coated stuff. That's normal. What's not usual here is that it's coated with tamarind seed pods.
Never had those.
So I bought it.
Sounds fucking dangerous. I'm being dead out there onto you.
That shit sounds
oh, my Mexican spidey sense is tingling. That sounds fucking dangerous.
The seed pods.
The shit. We fucking eat powdered snake skin. But when he said fucking seed, that shit sounds fucking dangerous.
Oh, shit. So I bought a bag. They're expensive, but they last me all week. You have this thick coating of deliciousness over an edible sour wrapper, and you spit out the seeds. The issue is that I love them, and they're covered in that thick, coarse layer. Imagine sucking on sweet and sour sandpaper for 2 weeks.
I don't have to imagine. I've done it all the time.
Especially if you're holding down the pod with your teeth and rubbing your tongue around to lick off the coating without swallowing one of the seeds.
Wait, is he talking about... Oh,
It's a lot of abrasion.
I know what he's talking about. Fucking hate that shit. It's got a fucking pit in the middle of it that you suck on, and because it's all covered in like the fucking it's like a goo.
Yeah.
Tamarindo juice.
So you know what he's saying? So was it a bad decision?
Fucking disgusting. It's not a bad decision. It's just like it's like I don't want to be chewing on a fucking. It's like a fucking rock in your mouth. They're not that dangerous.
So they're not as bad as what you thought at first?
I thought like in my head, I thought like it was like a tamarindo candy, like with like
The
little seeds all around it. I'm like, that's a lot of fucking seeds but no, it's just a pit with like the actual like it's like jelly around a pit, like a plum pit or something.
Yeah.
But it's not that. I don't know what he did. What, he fucking choke on it?
It's a lot of abrasion.
Yeah, it's just hard as a fucking rock.
It finally took a toll on my tongue, and everything hurts to eat. But I still have half a bag left, and I have some for today after taking most of the week break, and I think tastes blood amid all the sweet, sour, and spicy.
By the way, when you start chewing on the tamarindo candy, like it's like it's smooth, right? And then like it turns into sandpaper. So that's I know what he means. Like you don't want to eat like them every single day.
The same thing happened whenever I was a kid with those fruit sour Altoids. I burned a circle on my tongue about 1 millimeter thick.
What the fuck?
I'm in pain with the sanded tongue and everything hurts. Wish me luck. I'm going to try ice cream tonight and see if that helps.
Yeah, well.
Just, And last one for today is by Max Wellington.
Just a randomest, just an elegant, just a normal name.
I worked the night shift, so I worked past midnight, but it was this work night specifically. I work at a restaurant and I was making my lunch. I was seasoning my chicken, and I normally use seasoned salt along with a couple of other things. I opened up the seasoned salt, and it looks a bit different. I wonder if they changed the formula or something. I don't know, but I figured I'd try to see if it tastes different before I put it on my food. We make some very spicy food that requires a waiver to eat, kind of a gimmick to get people in. And apparently, we keep ghost pepper powder in a seasoned salt container now.
Good idea.
Now, I dumped a decent amount on my hand and popped it in my mouth. Really worked it around to try to see if the flavor was different. It was. It was different.
That shit was fucking hot as hell.
It was pure ghost pepper powder. I spent the next half hour out back munching on a big cup of ice, tears streaming down my face. Obviously, once I was
fucking snot running down his nose.
I know.
Fucking a pool of shit down rolling down his fucking pants. Like his piss. He pissed himself. Like he's going through it. Vomit stains on his fucking front of his shirt. He's just every fucking phase of bodily fucking earwax drooling out his ears.
Just everything.
Blood coming out his eyes. It's like, goddamn, you just going through it.
Obviously, once I was able to explain, we had a good laugh about it, but holy shit, that was painful. Don't think I'll ever live this one down, though. Yeah, putting ghost pepper powder on your...
Into the wrong fucking container. That's such a dumb idea.
It is. Like, somebody knew that was going to happen.
Like, you can't just, like, you have to label it like what it is. Especially in a fucking kitchen where like, they're fucking throwing shit into everything.
Imagine if somebody just got that random ghost pepper.
Yeah, like some customer like with like ulcers, right? Like, I need some real light food, please. Nothing too spicy. And they actually give a ghost pepper
instead of seasoned salt.
Fucking just blows his asshole out. Fucking throws up his fucking heart.
He'll be with that other guy. He'll be with that other guy that shit out.
Fucking having his fucking colon. God, I swear, people be insane.
Very much so.
We Mexicans do that a lot, by the way. We just put random shit into random containers. Well, it won't be labeled or anything. At least, just gotta hope for the best.
Hey, growing up, if there was a Country Crock container in the fridge,
it's fucking full of
50-50 shot. It was leftovers or butter, and we don't know which one it is. Not until you open it.
If had those fucking blue tins, it was always gonna be fucking sewing implement items.
Always.
Ain't no fucking cooking this motherfucker. Never.
When somebody even put, I seen it on a post on.
I'm also surprised that it was never in the kitchen. It was in some fucking drawer. But you just hoped it was cookies.
Yeah. I seen a post on X where it said, "Oh my God, there's actually cookies that can be found in these," because nobody's ever got cookies in them. It's always got a mass of like
fucking
celery shit, and
fucking needles and bullshit.
And every grandma has one.
Yeah, my grandma sure did.
All right. Anything else to add before we head out tonight?
Nah, I guess that's it.
Cool.
Stay frosty.
We'll see.
Turn on the fuck thing. I have a terrible outro.
We'll see you guys in the next one.